What if your website could celebrate with a burst of confetti wherever you click? In this video, we are making that happen using nothing but CSS and JavaScript. No HTML elements required at all. Let's get started and add a little party to the page. We won't be writing any HTML in this project. Instead, all the visual elements, the confetti pieces, will be created using JavaScript and styled with CSS. We start by styling the body. The body is styled to act as a full screen canvas with no margin, a dark background and a hidden scroll bar. The cursor pointer makes it feel clickable for triggering confetti. Next, we create a confetti class that styles each individual confetti piece. Position absolute allows us to place each confetti piece at an exact position on the screen based on the click coordinates. The border radius 50% makes them perfectly circular, like the little dots or bubbles. Pointer events none ensures these elements don't block any mouse interaction. Even though they appear on the screen, they won't interfere with the future clicks. Now comes the animation part. We define a keyframe animation called burst, which controls how each confetti piece moves and fades. At 0%, the confetti starts at its origin, no movement and full opacity. At 100%, it moves outward by translating to X and Y coordinates. This will be different for each piece, giving a random burst effect. The opacity fades to 0, making the confetti disappear smoothly as it flies away. Alright, we have now finished styling the body, the confetti and animation. Right now you won't see anything on the screen, and that's totally okay. That's because you haven't added the JavaScript yet, which is what actually creates and triggers the confetti. Let's move on and make the magic happen. In this animation, JavaScript does all the dynamic work. Since you are not writing any HTML elements manually, JavaScript is responsible for creating the confetti elements, styling them, animating them, and finally removing them from page. All of this happens when the user clicks anywhere on the screen. To make our confetti visually exciting, we want each piece to have a different color. For that, we define a function that randomly picks a color from the preset list. We define a list of bright colors, vibrant colors, like pink, yellow, green, cyan, orange, and so on. When this function is called, it chooses one of those colors randomly and sends it back. This function is called every time a new confetti dot is created. So each piece ends up with a randomly assigned color. That's what gives the animation that festive and colorful vibe. Now we get to the part where actual confetti gets created. We write a function that takes two values, the X position and Y position of the user's click. This function will be called whenever the user clicks somewhere on the page. The X and Y values represent the exact pixel position of the click. So the confetti will explode from right under the cursor or a finger tap. Inside the function, we define two important values. First, how many confetti pieces to generate per click. We go with 100 to get a satisfying burst. Second, the radius, which is how far the confetti will spread outward from the center point. We use this radius when calculating the direction and distance of each piece. To create 100 pieces, we use a for loop that runs 100 times. Inside this loop, we generate one confetti element at a time. Now comes the interesting part. To make the burst look like a perfect explosion, we calculate the angle for each piece based on its position in the loop. We imagine a full circle, 360 degrees, and divide it evenly among the 100 pieces. For each confetti, we calculate its unique angle in radians, since trigonometry in JavaScript works with radians, and then use sine and cosine to figure out its X and Y direction. This means each confetti piece is assigned to a unique angle, and that angle tells it how to fly outward in the burst. Together they form a full 360-degree explosion effect. Inside the loop, we create a new div element using JavaScript. This is our confetti dot. We then style this element directly using JavaScript. Each piece is given a random size between 4 and 10 pixels. This variation makes the animation feel more natural. A random color using the function we created earlier. A position set to the exact x and y coordinates of the mouse click, so it starts from that point. So at this point, the element is created, styled and placed in the correct location, but it's not animated yet. Next, we tell the confetti piece how far and in what direction it should move. We use two custom CSS properties, x and y, to store the distance it should fly along the x and y axis. These properties are used in our CSS animation, that is keyframes burst, to move each piece outward. The values for x and y come from earlier trigonometric calculations using cosine and sine. We also set the animation duration. And here's the fun part. We randomize the duration for each piece. Some will move quickly and disappear fast, others will float a bit longer. This randomness creates a more chaotic, lifelike feel, just like a real confetti. So now each confetti piece knows its color, size, where to start, where to go, and how fast to animate. Once all the properties are set, we add the element to document body using append child. This is when the confetti piece actually becomes visible on the screen, and the moment it's added, the CSS animation kicks in automatically. So every click triggers the creation of 100 of these animated elements, each one flying off in a unique direction with a unique color, speed and size. To keep the page lightweight and prevent it from becoming overloaded, we clean up each confetti piece after its animation is done. We use set timeout to wait about 3 seconds and then remove the confetti from the page. This ensures that old confetti doesn't stay hidden in the background, which could eventually slow down the browser if left unmanaged. It's a simple but important performance trick. Animate it, let it play and then throw it away. Finally, we add a click event listener to the entire page. Whenever the user clicks anywhere, we capture the clicks coordinate x and y and pass them to confetti function we just created. That function takes care of generating and animating the entire burst right at the click location. This means the effect will follow the user wherever they click. It's interactive, responsive and feels like a celebration on command. And that's it. We have built a fun little confetti burst animation using just CSS and JavaScript without writing a single line of HTML. It's simple, colorful and super satisfying to click around. If you enjoyed this, feel free to give it a like, subscribe for more creative coding tutorials. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.